Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be talking, or I should say giving an update to the entire Creator Clash 2 situation that I made a video talking about the other day. You know how iDubbbz and Anissa, which is his girlfriend, had taken a pretty massive L due to this whole big controversy over them kicking Froggy fresh off of the fight card. So Creator Clash has officially responded to all of the backlash, all of the controversy surrounding them kicking Froggy fresh off of this entire fight card, and it's not a good response whatsoever. In fact, it's more or less like iDubbbz and his team have doubled down on the pretty objectively bad decision that they made when it came to Froggy fresh. Now, to give you a quick synopsis in case you haven't seen my first video already, former YouTuber iDubbbz and his OnlyFans doing girlfriend Anissa Jamna have done a event called Creator Clash, and what this is, the first rendition of it especially, was them getting a bunch of influencers and YouTubers, basically people popular on the internet, and getting them to box one another. The proceeds go to charity. It's a huge W for everyone. You know, the fans get to see their favorite creators in a boxing match. Creators get to expand their brand and profile more through the fight. And of course, charity makes a bunch of money from it. It's like a triple layer W for everybody. But unfortunately, they kind of have dissolved the magic, the fun, if you will, with Creator Clash 2. Because initially it was announced that the rapper slash YouTuber, whatever you want to call him, Froggy Fresh, who also went by Krispy Kreme back in the day, would be actually boxing on this event. He would be boxing Chris Raygun, who is another YouTuber, and this was the fight that I personally was looking forward to. I like Chris Raygun. I've always liked Froggy Fresh slash Krispy Kreme, but unfortunately this fight will not be going on as planned because Froggy Fresh did some stuff on social media that I guess iDubbbz and them did not like. So there's two leading conspiracies, I guess, as to why Froggy Fresh was removed from this event. The first one being him making a joke about Anissa's OnlyFans on public social media, basically saying that if he lost the fight to Chris Raygun, he would buy iDubbbz's girlfriend's OnlyFans. Anissa, her mom, probably iDubbbz, everyone at Creator Clash got pretty offended over this joke. Keep in mind, in boxing, it is very common, even really in all combat sports, it's common for the fighters to talk smack beforehand, right? Like, it's common for, you know, in really any fighting situation, you're supposed to talk shit, right? Because that not only hypes up the fight between the two because you're talking shit, but it also, you know, it gives the fans something to go crazy over. It's like WWE when, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage, I don't know, I've never watched WWE. Macho Man Randy Savage comes off the top ropes and just lays someone the fuck out, and everyone in the crowd goes ballistic. This is why. It's entertainment. It's a product, you know what I mean? And Froggy Fresh was trying to provide entertainment and provide a product leading into the fight to promote it more, because that's what fighters do. I mean, look at UFC. These guys will say the most insane shit to one another. I mean, we've had Conor McGregor out here, I got your wife in me DMs. Like, dude, they don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, this is part of combat sports, and this is part of drama between creators, but unfortunately, Creator Clash didn't seem to like the OnlyFans joke, and he was removed. Another reason why people think he was removed, and I also believe this, is due to Froggy Fresh's training with Sam Hyde. So, if you don't know who Sam Hyde is, he did like a, I guess, I don't really want to go into his history because that's completely off topic, and that's like 700 minutes of fucking talking, but essentially, he is an enemy of iDubbbz now because he attempted, iDubbbz attempted to make one of his documentary videos on Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde flipped the script on iDubbbz, made a complete ass out of iDubbbz, kind of ruined his show, you know what I mean, and iDubbbz hasn't liked him since. Keep in mind, that is totally on the course for Sam Hyde. It's what this guy does. He's a fucking professional level troll. And so iDubbbz doesn't like Sam Hyde, you know what I mean? And he says that that wasn't the reason why, you know, Froggy Fresh got kicked off the card or whatever, but Froggy Fresh was working out with him for a week in Providence, training for his fight. Sam Hyde trains people for fighting and stuff like that too. And then of course, you know, he made the offhanded joke, I guess, about the OnlyFans, and yeah, they just cut the fucking cord for him. So there is a response from Creator Clash that I'm gonna go ahead here and read for you guys. I'm just gonna warn you before we even get into it, like, you should already kind of know this if we're being real, just because of like me making a video about this, but this is a very corpo shitty response, right? So as you may be aware, we recently announced Froggy Fresh would be leaving the Creator Clash 2 ticket. We want to provide some additional information around the rationale for this decision to help clarify some of the online chatter. We have a legally binding code of conduct that each of our Creator Clash 2 fighters are held to, the violation of which is grounds for termination. Unfortunately, there were several violations made by Froggy Fresh during his tenure with Creator Clash this year. The Creator Clash 2 team, inclusive of the production company, takes violations seriously and made several unsuccessful attempts to address them directly with Froggy Fresh in the hopes we could work together to get things back on track. When it became clear that the exhibited behavior wasn't stopping, at risk to the other fighters, fans, and others involved in the event, the Creator Clash 2 team made the collective decision to move forward without Froggy Fresh on the ticket. Our number one priority is ensuring that Creator Clash 2 is a positive, safe, welcoming space for everyone. We look forward to kicking off an amazing event and raising a lot of money for charity. Creator Clash and iDubbbz have already donated $50,000 for each of Froggy Fresh's supported charities, the Kids Cancer Foundation and Nicklaus Children's Hospital, for a total of $100,000. They will also remain beneficiaries of money raised throughout the event itself. The fighters have all been working hard and can't wait to get in the ring. Let's focus on their fights, not any that may exist online. So, Froggy Fresh kind of ratioed them pretty much immediately. Let's go ahead and break down this announcement, then we'll talk about Froggy's response, because Froggy's response is pretty damn good. So, I want to go ahead and say, and you know this, just reading it, this is the most corporate, PC, shitty response that could have possibly been given. I understand, right? This is an event. It's a business decision. You know, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line from charities and sponsors and creators and all these different things and ticket revenue, right? Like, I get it. It is a business decision. You do have to do, you know, what's best for the event. However, this, I don't think, and most people don't think, was a significant enough violation for any of this. And you're going to notice in this whole big fucking wall of text that they posted as a additional information around the rationale for the decision, they explain literally nothing. We learn nothing from this post. The whole point of it is to explain the rationale of why Froggy Fresh was banned, but they name not one single violation of this code of conduct that Froggy Fresh committed. You know, if Froggy was so out of line that he repeatedly violated your code of conduct, why can you not tell us specifically what parts of the code of conduct were violated? Like, if this dude broke 4 rules, show us the rules that he broke. Because, like, if he broke some legally binding contract rules that he signed, I guess that's a little different. You know, that's a little different than just making an OnlyFans joke on Twitter and that being the reason you get kicked out of an event. But the problem is, they don't tell us this, even though they're explaining all this rationale. They explained so much rationale that no rationale was explained whatsoever. They gave the most corporate response possible. They explained nothing, which really makes no sense in the grand scheme of things, because iDubbbz, one of the people running and creating this event, was a YouTuber for years. Like, he understands the importance of connecting with people online. Like, you know, people especially who are trying to support you or your initiatives, right? Like, you need to be very communicative with people. You need to explain your intentions. Like, you gotta be really upfront when it comes to things like this. That's one of the great things about learning this online space, is you get that opportunity to connect with people and, you know, explain things or bring rationale out, right? Like, that's just not what happened here. They gave a very corporate response. Now, I will say, you know, in that second paragraph, you know, iDubbbz and Creator Clash donating $50,000 for each of these charities for a total of $100,000 is a great thing. That is undeniable. The fact that hundreds of thousands of dollars, including what'll come from the money raised from the event and whatnot towards these charities, the fact of the matter is, thankfully, hundreds of thousands of dollars have gone to charity now. The problem is, Froggy Fresh has not been reinstated to the fight card, even though the vast majority of people online have agreed that kicking Froggy off the fight card was unprofessional and ridiculous. And the further that this goes on, the longer that we continue to see this situation unfold, the more it seems that the initial theories that people had were correct. Froggy's affiliation with Sam Hyde and Froggy's joke about Anissa's OnlyFans were completely what did this. Like, there's nothing else. Like Froggy Fresh hasn't done anything else to antagonize anyone. And if we're being honest here, I wouldn't even name either of those two things that he supposedly did as really something to antagonize anyone. Like, yeah, he hung out with for a week and trained with for a week someone that iDubbbz doesn't like. Big fucking deal. What is this, high school? You know, you care about where your friends hang out, dude? Your friends can't have friends that aren't friends with you? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. And then, like, this whole OnlyFans joke, man, thing. Like, I don't get it. Like, how are you gonna do OnlyFans and make money from it and have a career from it, but when people make a fucking offhanded joke about it, it's like the end of the world, dude? Like, how insecure can you be about your career choice? I don't know, but this whole thing is just stupid. Like, Froggy Fresh undeniably is bringing more entertainment to this fight, undeniably is bringing more energy to this fight. Now, Froggy has responded publicly to Creator Clash and ratioed the shit out of them. He says basically that no one tried to reach out to him several times. He asked for them to show the several violations that he committed in the like code of conduct that they cited and whatnot, right? He wants to basically be talked to like an adult, you know what I mean? Like if this is really that important, you know? He says they gave him no notice of violations. He got a call minutes before they went public about the termination. They called him a handful of times throughout the months that this whole thing was going on, and one of those calls was to interrogate him about his affiliation with Sam Hyde. So that adds even more credibility to the theory that Froggy Fresh's affiliation with Sam Hyde is part of the reason that this whole thing happened. Froggy Fresh also has insinuated repeatedly that iDubbbz and the folks at Creator Clash are now threatening legal action against him because of this situation. He's basically said that Creator Clash told him they want the $15,000 back that Creator Clash gave him for training and traveling and whatnot, because apparently all the creators in Creator Clash have like a $15,000 budget to pay for a trainer, pay for travel, whatever they need to, right, in order for the fight. They basically told him he could give that $15,000 back and he could be silent about the media, the whole thing on social media, and they would drop any potential for legal litigation. Now, to be fair, they haven't announced any sort of legal litigation, but from what Froggy Fresh has said, it seems like they may have basically hinted that it's on the cards. Now, I think most people will agree that if iDubbbz sues Froggy Fresh over making a fucking OnlyFans joke about his girlfriend, that is the end of iDubbbz. Like, I just cannot see anyone wanting to support this guy after that, right? Like, it's hilarious. Like, my point this whole time, it's been hilarious. iDubbbz got famous and blew up on YouTube from criticizing other creators and poking fun at other people, making fun of them, shitting on their content, being the content cop, right? Like, when creators couldn't handle criticism, he was the guy who came along and made fun of them and bullied them. But now someone makes a joke about his girlfriend's OnlyFans and hangs out with his op, and he kicks him off the fight and is potentially threatening legal action. Like, this guy's a complete fucking farce if this is true. Everything this guy's ever stood for is fake if this is true. It's just incredible. Like I said, this guy could spend his whole online career cashing out, saying the hard R N-word, being a complete fucking hypocrite to his stances now, but all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe he's some reformed guru who figured it all out. Like, no. This guy cashed out on YouTube. He made his money, you know, doing shit he didn't believe in or doing shit that he would never believe in after the fact, got his money, disappeared, changed out. It's that simple. Like, this is just fucking pathetic. And thankfully, if Froggy Fresh faces legal repercussions, people in the community have already stepped up. My boy Mutahar, or Some Ordinary Gamers as you may know him here on YouTube, has offered to flat out pay for all of Froggy Fresh's legal expenses if iDubbbz or Creator Clash ends up filing legal action against him. And I'd like to say, if possible, I will chip in too towards Froggy Fresh's legal defense if needed. I will throw some money towards it. I'm sure plenty of other creators would be willing to band together and throw some money behind this guy because, yeah, Froggy Fresh was famous on YouTube back in the day. You know, he was on Tosh.0 and all this shit. But Froggy Fresh is from an era of YouTube where you weren't making ridiculous money like that, you know what I mean? From what I understand, this guy is like a normal Joe Schmo now. He has like a wife, he has 2 young children. He's like living a normal person's life. Like, this whole internet thing is behind him. He's no longer like blowing up all over YouTube for, you know, rapping with Moneymaker Mike and shit. Like, this is a normal guy now. So legal threats like this are particularly dangerous to him because average people facing, you know, money like this, I mean, iDubbbz clearly has money. He's running fucking boxing promo events and stuff. It's just kind of bullying. Like, let's just call it what it is. It's legal bullying if they try to fucking file a lawsuit here. And it's pathetic. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how this all works out, but this is just embarrassing for iDubbbz and Creator Clash. And it's gotten to the point, like, for me, I'm definitely not buying pay-per-view for this shit. I'm not supporting this shit unless Froggy Fresh is reinstated, because not only is that the fight I wanted to see, but the way they're doing this, man, is just ridiculous. Like, it's fucking embarrassing. I mean, it's destroying iDubbbz's reputation even further than it already was. And it's all really at the hands of Anissa, his girlfriend, because he can't just tell her to shut the fuck up. He can't stand up to her. So, you know, this is how things work now. So with that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until the next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about Creator Clash 2 and signing out.